Okay. I also come unprepared, guys, so this is just like notes I wrote down and also ideas I've had. Okay.
I'm gonna sit on that side. It's so loud in here.
You don't have to like. Actually, you take creative liberty. I kind of like that.
I'm impressed because
The flag is like right in front of you too.
Okay, perfect. Welcome, guys. Thanks so much for having me back. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't scare you away with my first stand-up. And you don't really have a choice, but it's like whatever. So I wanted to open with basically saying that like I'm really grateful for this class. I'm sure all of you are too. You should be. It's fucking changed my life. And it also really taught me, I mean, if it wasn't obvious from the fucking stand-up, like how to have confidence, how to be yourself, how to be honest about yourself, and present it in a way that is, unabashed. So in that spirit, I was thinking of talking and like about something really personal and really close to my heart, and I'm being so vulnerable. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's one of those things that I felt weird about, and I think that like you should talk about because it's like why not? But basically, if you didn't know, I'm a transgender. I am one of the things that you've been scared of. Yeah. It's so funny when I say that shit too, because I think I'm at a point now where I've passed enough where when I say that, people don't know which direction anymore, which is awesome, because it used to be that way, but in the wrong way, and now it's in the right way. And by that I mean, when I would say I was trans, when I still looked like a girl, people would just assume that I was faking it, and I mean, whatever. But now when I say that, people just assume that I'm a trans woman because they don't have any reference of trans people beyond just trans women in sports and rhetoric like this shit. But it got me thinking because it's really fucked up. I mean, it's the one place that women are actually dominating conversation, and it's literally because of fear-mongering. But I think that honestly makes a lot of sense too. But I think too, like, the association with trans people to be trans women comes from this idea, this fear of both emasculation and castration fear, genuinely, but also this misogyny. And so seeing that boil together in one thing is really awful, and it's also really awful to see that happen and then kind of experience it, but by proxy and not entirely, because as a trans guy, I don't get that. Like, I definitely experienced transphobia the same way, but I feel like the way I navigated misogyny when I did experience it on a day-to-day basis was very different. So obviously how like trans people have to navigate misogyny. But anyway, I think about all this because as I think about the lack of representation I have to look to myself and beyond what the world is telling me I should be or what I am to them. Because in the eyes of the world outside of myself, all trans people are just fucking, men pretending to be women. And it's interesting because I realize I'm at a point of learning about myself that I've broken through to the other side, very much like Jim Morrison, in the sense that I have become what they don't want, in the way that I only transitioned to be a boy in a dress. So don't tell me I look like a boy in a dress as an insult. Like, thank you, I did it! Yes! And it's crazy because I think people forget that transness is like this whole spectrum of thing. And it's not just this, like, because I am a man, I would have to do it a certain way. It's like, bitch, I'm already transitioning to be a man. Something's clearly wrong with me if I want to be a man. Look at it a different way. But suffice to say that I did also want to bring this up because it's almost like this weird kind of like elephant in the room to me, quite literally, because we have two people that I went to high school with in this class, actually. Will and Owen went to high school with me. And I want to thank both of you, genuinely, for never being weird about me, or never, like, outing me. Not that that's, like, I mean, that's fucking bare minimum, but, like, genuinely, I think that I was really nervous coming into the class, and you guys made me feel really welcome and, like, had conversation. And I saw you both, like, I saw everyone, but you guys especially, since I've known you, it's like, seeing you actually care about this and like give a shit, and it's just really amazing to see you like grow into more smart people, and like it's awesome. I just love it, and I love seeing anyone get into film or text or anything the way we do in this class, and it's beautiful. But I bring this up too because I was thinking about this one time where you, Will Gallagher, were the trans ally. And I mean it so sincerely, guys, because I have this distinct memory of me in kindergarten on the bus
Wow.
Yeah, it goes far fucking back. I was on the bus going back home, and I don't even remember the kid's name, but someone who was friends with Will at the time spit on me because I was wearing boy clothes, and Will didn't take that. He just sat there and stared, but he didn't spit back at me. And then to me, I was like a 5-year-old, like little tranny ass. Like I was like, wow, this is the difference. Because when you could use your words to speak up, or when you could use your mouth to spit, you don't have to. And I didn't understand neutrality until then. So thank you, Will. And I hope that this can be a learning experience for us both. And then as far as Owen, I didn't really have a joke about you, but I thought it was cool that you were in string ensemble for so long. Yeah. That's actually rad as fuck, and you should have kept up with Faith. I hope you still play. But yeah. Anyway, so high school, whatever. I was gonna tell a story about all these rumors I started in high school, but then I realized that's not really applicable if you guys don't know who I'm talking about. And if you guys are friends with any of the people I made rumors about, that's really fucking awkward for me. So I'm gonna talk about multiplicity instead, because obviously, like with the whole like feeling like I have to hide part of myself for my safety, there's a lot of things that I have to recontextualize in every single space I enter, and I think about that a lot. Also in terms of like relationships, because you know multiplicity exists, nuance exists, spectrum exists, and I couldn't just be one thing, you know, and I couldn't just be an annoying cross-dressing transsexual man. I also had to be a gay one. Shocker, I know. And the worst part too is that like I'm not even gay in the way that's like I'm averse to women. In fact, I have more sex with women because they actually want to fuck me. And I actually make them come, and that's the difference. But I find it's really difficult with men. I mean, one, because it's hard to be gay and a man, and also because it's hard to be gay and a man, and then wonder if a guy likes you and sees you as a man, but also if he sees you as a man that likes men, and if he's a man that likes men, it's a whole fucking thing. It's a web of these issues related to identity, your entire being, and it's just, I don't know if you see me as a person, and that's a horrible thing to start as a baseline with in any relationship. And I also think that's why, since Trump's been elected, I haven't gotten laid. Because when we were in the Biden administration, I got fucked like every other week. But I swear to God, something changed in the air, something shifted. But yeah, I think that like, I don't know, like, I always like look at my issue with relationships is me giving men too much credit, and I think that's both a blessing and a detriment, because in trying to become a beautiful man myself, I like reminding men that they are beautiful as well, and like I think that's really beautiful, and I love doing that, and I think it's awesome, and it makes me feel good. And the thing is that a lot of men don't deserve this. Actually, like genuinely, like it is insane. I was like, oh god, I have just so many horror stories, it's insane. But, I mean, you should treat everyone with personhood and with respect and make them feel like a complete person. But I really should not be not even fucking the text guy for text. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, we're not even at the talking stage anymore. Yeah. Anyway, I heard a joke about gay, though. Hold on. Oh, yes, because I actually bring this shit up. I'm so mad at y'all straighties, because it has been so fucking difficult for me to like find who is queer or not now because of the fucking wokeism on campus. Because like there's no such thing as flagging anymore. Flagging means nothing. Every single thing that gay people had has been co-opted into popular straight heterosexual culture. And I'm talking like everything. I fucking saw a Nicki Minaj flag outside a fucking frat, and I was like, I know you're just doing that to get girls in, but still, like, it's annoying that you even did that. And the fucking thing with all these fucking guys now having one earring, and they did it on the left side. And I'm just like, bruh, it got so bad, like, why do you think I'm trying to compete with this shit? It still isn't enough earring for flag. Like, you're gonna be seeing fucking purple handkerchiefs in the fucking left-hand pocket of some people's bitch. Like, I don't even know. I don't know what happens after this. But I've been seeing people dress gay. I've been seeing people use gay, like, I mean, whatever. You can trace linguistics, but, like, gay slang and culture, and it's just integrated into this, like, horrible way of, like, wait, so, it's just basically, I will start flirting with a guy, and I'll be like, okay, wait, he's an art major, okay. Small tiny hoop in the left, okay. Shaved sides, okay. He has some weird stick and poke tattoo. Okay, this is looking promising. Hey, so you got an Instagram? And he'll give it to me, and then first post, me and my girlfriend. Me and my partner who's a girlfriend, and she's a girl, and also she's a girl. I don't know what else to do at this point, rather than, I don't even know. Like, if you guys have suggestions, how to make men gayer, or how to make gay men find me, or how to make me find gay men, like, I just can't do it, and I tried fucking everything, and I don't want to try anymore. That's the thing, it takes so much out of me. Like, I have no fucking energy left for it, because I'm not getting anything in return, and it just feels awful. And it reminds me, too, like, I think I've always lived in this kind of, like, fancy version of what relationships between men are supposed to be, because I've always been such a non-traditional man, and because I approach relationships with communication and confrontation and questions, and most men are really averse to those three things, so it makes it really difficult to kind of teach them how to do that, and then also give them feedback as you're going through the relationship, and you also have your own emotions to deal with, but those come secondary, so it's fine. But yeah, basically, like, I think a lot of the models I have for masculinity really come from, like, how I used to enact play as a child. Because, I mean, when you're kids, you always play pretend, whatever, and there's always a joke that, like, oh, every trans guy would be the dog or the dad. And it's like, that's true, but I would also be the mom sometimes. If it were fucking real, I would swap those gender roles all the time. But yeah, like, we were playing house, I'm the dog. That's just how it works. But it became a thing, too, where I realized, I think my earliest and most, like, pivotal trans representation as a kid was actually Barbie. And not Barbie, but Ken. Because if you've ever looked at a Ken doll, girl, there's no genitals. Not even none, but he has the Mount Pubis of an FTM, and it's, like, so perfect, and basically, I'm trying to allude to the point that I would make my male Barbie scissor, because obviously, everything I need to know about sex. So, I think that is a beautiful thing. And this is why I'm like, trans people have always existed, just in plastic versions of real people. And that's how we get the dolls. That is how we get the dolls. And that too reminds me, like, I never understand this, like, hate or, I don't know, like this aversion to people having some bodies in between things, or having expression that's in between, or having multiplicity to them. Because, bitch, it's fucking hilarious that I can just put on a dick. I don't need one all the time. That's hilarious. And it also makes it so much easier. I look so much better in dresses, first of all. I look so much better in most things. I can wear short shorts. I think it's amazing when guys stare at me and are like, "Where's your cock?" And I'm like, "I don't know, I left it at your house." But I also think it's like one of those things that, like, it shouldn't. We have as a society such a phallocentric view of everything. It's kind of insane how pervasive it is. And as soon as you step outside that, it's like, wait, no, I'm so free, bruh. It's like, I will wear that American flag bikini if no one else will. Fit in it. Let's go. But yeah. I was also going to talk about, oh, this is a stupid fucking joke, but I think this whole thing I've been talking about, like this not knowing my place within masculinity and with homoeroticism and all these different social groups, really comes to a head within my integration into hardcore punk culture. So basically, I'm really into hardcore. And I always love people's reactions when I say that, because it could go one of two ways. But go both ways, bro. But anyway, hardcore punk is really prevalent here. If you guys didn't know, Western Mass Hardcore, 413, let's fucking go. But I've been part of the scene, like, since I got to college. I didn't have a punk scene back home, so, like, this is literally my first, like, time being in a music community where I'm actually in it, and it feels really beautiful. I've made friends, so, like, every other show. It's fucking incredible. And so, just so much talent within this community. But coinciding with this talent and this kind of artistic urge to create is this masculine urge to dominate other men. And that really comes to fruition in these fucking mosh pits at these hardcore shows, because you literally just see guys wearing guitars, playing them as loud as they fucking can, and telling other men to run into each other, take off their shirts, get as sweaty as they fucking can, and if they fall, you gotta make sure he gets back up and give him a hug. And that's literally punk. Like, that's it. And it's like, bro, that is the gayest fucking thing ever. Actually, you can't even argue with me that's so fucking gay. I literally went to this fucking Haywire show, and I went by myself, and I was like literally front row. They're like this fucking Boston hardcore band. They're pretty heavy or whatever the fuck. And the guy's like built as fuck. And I shit you not, this literally happened. He looked at me in the front row, and then in the mic he was like, yeah, so hardcore's a place for everyone, and sometimes that's a bad thing. But we still accept everyone. And I thought, okay, period. I'm at the right place. And then I got a free sweatshirt, so it was whatever. And by God, I mean my soul. Whatever. I call that reparations in some respects, so. Yeah, no, it is funny though, because hardcore is like one of those things that I think a lot of queer people are in it. Like a lot of queer people make this scene itself, but within the actual bands, there's not as many people that are out or representing themselves, I guess. So it's like you'll go up and you'll ask some fucking guitarist or some drummer, be like, hey, you got an Instagram? And he'll be like, oh no, my girlfriend has my phone. And it's like, bro, I'm literally going to kill myself in front of you. That's how mad I am. Like, oh my God. I've gotten so mad about it. I have to start like a counter hardcore scene, but like worse, because there is queercore, there is like transcore punk, but like I need something that is basically like the way that hardcore punk misogynists will talk about women, but that is me talking about how I'm ogling at men. Because I don't know if you guys do this thing too, and I'm extending this to the whole audience because I don't know, wokeism. But I've been starting to do this thing where when I see like men running, I've been catcalling them. Only if they're dressed like sluts, first of all. If it's like a short that's like a 5-inch or lower, I'm like, okay, hey! And it's just like, it's my favorite part of my day, honestly, especially when they're in a group, and then you roll down and you slow down, and you're like, okay, where are we running to, boys? Need a lift? Bullshit. But it really has taught me a lot about how men will crumble in that instant. And that's all it takes. That's all it fucking, bitch, I've been followed into bathrooms and you've never seen me stop, like, fuck off. It's ridiculous though, because it's just like, I don't know, it makes you realize the hypocrisy of everything. And, I mean, if there's anything that can embody hypocrisy, it's me. So, with that, I just want to say thank you again, everyone, for this class, for this opportunity, and for this, like, 5 minutes that has turned into, like, 15.
20. 21.